Yeah, it was important to show ourselves that we're better than that, and I think so far this year we've been doing a pretty good job of responding when we had a letdown, and it's going to happen. It's important that you analyze it quickly. We talked about it last night, and
it seemed like you were very focused on it. A lot of big saves.
Yeah, I felt good, and like I said, I think we all felt like we had to respond, me included, and we didn't give up much yesterday, but I wasn't able to come up with the big saves under big opportunities there, and we haven't been able to pull like a big winning streak together, but we've been able to respond quickly when we had a letdown, which is important. If you want to stay in the hunt, you try to be pretty consistent, and today we did all the good things, all the things we maybe lacked a little bit yesterday. There's a lot of good focus, and yeah, it's a big win. They're a good team. They move the puck really well, and I think it's always a great challenge to come into this building because they play hard. They play a pretty fast game, and their top line is pretty dangerous.
You mentioned that this team has shown bounce back ability throughout the season. What is it about the makeup of this team to be able to do this on a consistent basis?
Well, it's definitely a good sign. I think we have a really good room, good character, and everybody cares. But sometimes, you're a little off like yesterday, and then as a group we were not able to get out of it, and we lost, and it's not fun to do that at home, but again, it's important to respond, and we did, and I thought we played a really smart road game, kept it pretty simple, and then we scored some timely goals here.
When you're making the saves you're making out there, is the puck twice as big in front of you, or is it just that much slower, or it just seems like you just quick to the jump?
I felt like I competed really well. It's fun to when we're all engaged. You could sense it. Start in the first period, and then even the second and third. Everybody's working hard, blocking shots, and try to do the right thing against a good team. So, as a goalie, you want to respond and be there. And until we separate ourselves with a couple goals in the third, it felt like every play mattered. Save or a big pass, and I think the focus was there tonight and made a huge difference.
Just with how tight this division is, do you just feel more pressure this time of the year compared to other years, just with how close it is to the Metropolitan?
I feel like you don't pay attention too much to what's going on. It's too early. All I know is everybody's winning around us, so you just have to focus on yourself right now, and there's no easy games. There's no points that you're just going to get. Doesn't matter who you play. So what you can do is just prepare for each game as much as you can, and leave everything out there. And then you're going to give yourself a good chance of being in a good spot when April comes here. But there's no point really to look around too much right now.
In the first 5 minutes of the second period, you took like a barrage of shots from the Flyers. They had nothing to show for it. Do you think it was a turning point of the game, and can teams get demoralized when?
Well, it was a tight game until the third, late in the third. So obviously, as a goalie, you try to be there for your team when you have a couple breakdowns. But every time you play this team, they move the puck really well side to side. So for me, it's important to track the puck really well. And when you do, it's easier to have success. But it's always tough to play them. But a good challenge. And in the second there, they had a couple of good looks. I was able to make a couple of saves, but also we made some big plays in front of me, getting rebounds and a couple of big blocks. So, I think we all felt the importance of this game. The way things happened last night, we wanted to come back with a really solid performance, and we got one.
Okay.